I urge you to see the video before this to understand what's going on. When you think about the word apologize and apologize, I go as far as to say I was wrong to ever apologize about anything. But I stooped down to that level of presenting myself as less than what I am in order to get immature people to listen to what I have to say. It's rather unfortunate, but that is a key, it's a hallmark. It's a key component of Western culture. That people will not listen to a black martial artist unless he pretends he is less or just a little less than they are. So, as you can see on the screen, point in case, Kazuya Mishima, right? Kaz-I-ya, miss-I-A, the misses, or miss-ham-A. You've missed the point of what Egypt was saying. And it's right there in the wordplay. Okay, so that, I think the image speaks for itself. Now we look at the image of angel, right? Is this evil black guy who wants to mislead you versus this cute little white kind of gymnast kind of looking Jew, right? Or something to that effect, or some people that resembles the Jew, some elf-like people, or whatever you want to call it. I really don't care. I'm not racist. I deal in the truth, and it puts me at odds with everybody else. So you can start crying about this, that, and the other thing, but, it says right there, so we see her facing her dark self, right? She can't conquer herself, much less save anyone else, or she'd be in the martial art order right now. She'd be sitting next to me. What the fuck do you think? Anyway, so 130 to 230, we see devil, right? How is he portrayed? Remember, angel is, as I said in the first video, is a palette swap of the devil. She is an alternate costume for the devil in Tekken 2 and Tekken Tag. Okay, and Roofies, or the roof is based on Angel's design, his swap costume. Okay, remember Saturn is the deity of role reversal. So devil, right? He's this evil guy. He's pictured with technology, with armor in some pictures. He's stronger than she is. He's meaner than she is. He's more athletic, and this, of course, is a recurring theme in martial arts, as all these martial arts that are allowed to exist consist of people, and sometimes Uncle Toms themselves, right? Simp Tom versus diagnosis, the knowledge of the bull, and so on and so forth, right? Are done by people who are less athletic, less intelligent, less coordinated than I am in terms of this martial arts masculine form of intelligence. So as we get to the samurai, right? Look at this is Angel again. You see how she has this kind of evil ninja kind of way about her with a samurai sword, okay? And she's wearing purple, right? Violet, right? This is also the scarlet harlot, if you will, so on and so forth. There's a lot of parallels we can get there. What makes purple and what colors and why. And she has the samurai sword. Again, it goes back to the transferable skills and what swords are forged, right? Hephaestus, right? Forging, carpeting, core pet. I don't have time to go over that wordplay. Anyway, the samurai sword, and then you have the throwing knife. And remember, you've had the samurai sword in my 2012 videos, and the throwing knife, which eventually they drugged me until I cut myself, was a weapon that was used for me to strike effectively because because of the handles and my body structure and the forearm considerations and so on, right? There was no weapon that was suited for me, so I used weapons that weren't to try to do my demonstrations, and they slowed them down. Okay. You'll be hard-pressed to find any of my videos on YouTube that they didn't slow down. That's why I have the stopwatch, and I do it close up, and I play music, and I go to great lengths to keep them from confusing you about my skills. So as we see here, the shape of the kangaroo, right? It goes back to lateral. Look at the kangaroo shape and think about rocking back and forth. The rock, I will build the church, right? And the hand that rocks the cradle type scum who want to confuse you, okay? So this guy would outmaneuver her, and he would strike her effectively. They put on boxing gloves. Now think about the difference between a black man with long feet kicking and his body structure versus these other systems, right? What is the efficiency of a kick? What is it more accurately used for? And I'll let you figure that one out yourself. Again, I am not racist. I'm part black, part white. I do believe the true direction of man was the African man mating with some kind of white-skinned female as it was depicted in Egyptian art and imagery. Okay? I do believe that, at this point, it cannot be brought back up naturally. And I do rule in that manner on top of what is the logical assumption. So I do think that when it comes to forgiveness, I do not give mind, body, soul, spirit to anyone. I condemn any pretending of being righteous and pretending to bring people to God and thinking that you can after you screen people like me out, after your daughters shun me, after you've poisoned me and done all these horrible things, you know, after humanity has been around, what 300,000 years? You know, people have been around 300,000 years who still cannot accept God's judgment, don't deserve to have children that can connect to heaven. And of course, they testified against themselves in that regard as well. I don't have time to go over that. So we look at this thing, right? The hoe, right? Look at this hoe. Look at this whore. Okay? That goes without saying. I shouldn't have to explain the cleavage, right? The meat cleaver, where the high heels come from, the Roman prostitutes, etc. It also goes back to the cheerleader slut. And this go-go dancer, this stripper, this whore that they call angels. Incidentally, there used to be a nightclub in San Jose called Angels where they had a whore rocking back and forth on a swing. You can Google it. Maybe they'll cover it up. Maybe they won't. I don't give a shit. Okay, if you don't believe me by now, you're an idiot. You know, if you think that I have something to gain. Oh yes, the New World Order wants to elevate the black man over everyone else, especially the mixed black man whose dad is black. You know, of all races, that is the one that they want to elevate over everyone else. We tell you, we swear up and down, we're bitch. I mean, come on. You know, what the fuck would I lie for? The proof is in the pudding, as they say. Okay, it's those with the black hearts, the black souls, black minds calling me to black when I'm yellow.